ready? 90 Wolf.
Check back. Check back.
Hey, lock it. Let go.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down now, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Get it ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? 60 or.
Here we go, here we go.
5.
Hey, next guy.
Second and 3. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And that's Bills' first down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Show him up. He's coming.
Hey, Sam off. 2.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ready,
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Everyone go forward out.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
We got 3. We got 3. Watch 20. Check 20. Watch the room.
Hey, 2.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Say. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
at the 10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills Bills touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A first scoring update now from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
180. I don't think you got it, son.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Mayfield with it once more. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's getting the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Benjamin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Weapon.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And some room to work. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Lawrence being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, Benjamin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Second and long. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down. Now they lose it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 27 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Bang, bang. Whip, 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 whip.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch it.
To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's first and 10.
Check 43. Check safety.
Run.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They run the counter. McFarland. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start to drive with White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes, right side. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 11. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Spot. Rock it.
First down, here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Give me something. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. 36. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On the double.
50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 50. We got to get the...
2 jet bomber.
Slap.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Right
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lloyd 33.
From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Got it.
Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Browns' 18-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, they'll run with White. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A second down throw for Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, McFarland. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Lawrence flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lawrence. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Mayfield, this is the tight end, Njoku. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 35-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
26-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They run it again with Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener.